There's the bell. Market's open. Today's February 9th. It's Tuesday, I believe. Yep, Tuesday the 9th. This is looking good. I would like to get in on this one. I actually like to get in there, so 250 divided by 0.75. It's 333. So I just entered that. I did NAK 333. I got in at 7473. Buy again. 333, 333. I got in at 7530, and then buy again. 7536. So I have a full big stack in here. $750 in this one movement. So if I get hit with these OTC fees, then that's $14 for this trade just to make the trade. So the buying power there is 250 times 3, that's 750. Don't tell me it's trickling down already. I believe that this is a reverse trend unless this candle picks back up. I may have caught it at the peak and now it's trickling. We'll just see what the next candle does. I have my finger on the sell as it doesn't look like it's moving in my direction, I think that we've already hit the peak for the day on this one. There we go. So I just got out of that with a 50-cent loss, which is better than a significant loss. RELI. That's listed. CHCI. AUVI. Holy shit. AUVI is jumping. Listed too. AUVI. Could buy that dip. This is probably halted. It looks like it's halted. This is NASDAQ. Yeah, AUVI. Well, that's a good way to find the ones that are ripping, is just go to whatever's halted, huh? So let's pull up RELI as well. RELI. And then let's pull up CYTH. I've traded that one before. CYTH. And then AEI. AEI. So I have two more OTCs that I need to get rid of. Reason code M, LUDP. So let's back here. If this reverses, I can do 250 divided by 18, 12. 13, I can buy 13 of those. It is listed. Let's draw a trend line. I can't draw a trend line because there's no other point to draw one on. This is a major dip, minor dip, minor dip. There's 3 dips already. This is the 4th dip. This is probably going to trickle down as well, but eyes on this. $18.30. Like 13 of those still. Let's just buy 12. Let's buy 10 of these. I bought in at the top of a candle, but it's okay. I'm in AUVI. I have 10, and I got in at 19.14. 1935, and then 1963. 10, 10, 10. So I have my second stacked position for the day. This is a big stack. And I got in, my average price is 1939. I'm going to draw my price line, 19. About as close as I'm going to get it. This may reverse, it may have already reversed here. I'm already negative 20. How am I negative 20? 1935. So it's already dipping. I'm going to see if it reverses on this candle. If this candle doesn't reverse and continue up, I need to dip out. Yeah, see, I knew I shouldn't have gotten in on the top of that candle. That's really what screwed me on that one, but this still has potential to push back up. If this candle doesn't break, then I believe it has lost most of its momentum and it's probably going to trickle down. But it's still showing higher highs, so it's still going up. I think I can effectively draw a trend line now. Let's just give this some time to do its thing. It's already going up. And I am showing negative right now, but I have a lot of indicators saying that this is still going up. Minus MACD. MACD is showing it's going down. Momentum showing it's going down. Volume has trickled down a bit. I'm in at 1939 where my purple line is, and we're at 1915, 1921, 1910. I don't see much resistance once it breaks through here, except for 1945. It has there's some resistance here, so there's going to be some action on 1945, 1947. Let's zoom in here. I need to get out of this trade, by the way. It's not going in my direction. So I'm going to go ahead and just sell right here. Of course, it's not filling. Now it's dumping on me as I'm trying to sell. I got to figure out this. Let's just sell. I'm trying to sell. I can't even sell. Now my toast is done. I'm in a losing position here. I believe that just got halted again. AUVI is halted. This is halted, and I'm at negative 73 for the day, but that's okay. I'm dealing with larger numbers now. Since I'm increasing my potential for profit, I'm also increasing my potential for losses. So I'm gonna have to get used to these bigger numbers in the red. So I'm not really sweating this because this is a learning experience for me. And I'm not going to learn how to make bigger profits if I don't learn how to stomach these bigger losses. So I'm not really too bent up about it. This is probably going to gap down after the halt continues. And I'm just going to put in a sell order to sell market. And I actually just want to dump all 30. There it goes. So market just resumed from the halt. Still eating some toast, so bear with me here. My P&L dipped down to negative 73. I'm seeing if it'll come back and I can just recoup some of that and exit higher than where I'm at. I think this one's done for the day. I think it's trickling down, but I'm still watching it. Still watching this one. It's going up still. I'm still in it. I have a big pyramid stack here. I'm $750 in on this trade. And it dipped down. I'm not going to do any calculating right now. I just need to watch this. I don't think it's recovering. I just sold 1721. So, I came out negative 66 for the day, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm testing out and trying to maximize how much I can make, and I can't do that without increasing my risk. So I'm going to see larger losses like this, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, the first trade that I did was it wasn't necessarily a bad trade, but it wasn't moving in my direction. Getting the crumbs off my mouse pad, my large mouse pad. But so yeah, the first stack I got in and it didn't move in my direction, and I noticed that it had reversed and didn't continue on the uptrend. I got out immediately and only lost 50 cents. But I tried that again here, except that I got halted, and it took a series of 3 candles, because I got in on this candle, but I made a mistake and got in on the top of this candle versus waiting to get in on the bottom of this candle, which is what I should have done. But as soon as I got in here, it just trickled down, and then it halted here. I think it halted here or here. But after the halt, it ended up coming back up, and it's just been trickling down ever since. So I'm still okay with the $66 loss, because again, if I would have been in a winning position, then I could have made, 100, maybe a couple $100 off of that. So I wanted to give a quick update. AUVI, I got in on this candle. It ended up reversing the trend. I thought that it was going to continue this uptrend on these candles here. it did not do that. I recognized that it reversed, and as soon as I try and sell here, the market halted on this one, and then it gapped down. It did try to make a little push back up, but I got out over here because it was just reversing. I think I got out on this candle. So here's my exit. So this is my entrance and then my exit. And I ended up losing $65 there. But if I would have just stomached this for a little bit longer, let this come down and test this 50 MA here, then I would have been able to ride it back up to here, which if I would have stayed in that position, my average position, so this price is at, I probably would have gotten out about here. So let's just say 25.45. So I had 333 times 3, that's 9.99. Let's just do 9.99. My average price was, oh shit, I'm looking at the wrong one. That would be 30 here. Average price is 19.39, and then the sell price was at 25. I would have sold probably about right here on this candle, 25.45. So that's 25.45. 0, 0, calculate. 30, 1930, 0, 0. So I would have made $200 on that trade if I would have just stuck with it. Roughly. So what I figured out today by adjusting my size of my trades and increasing the size based off of the fact that you can make money two ways in the stock market, and those two ways are to increase your share size, and the other way is to hold your positions longer. So yesterday I experimented with how long I could comfortably hold something and ride a wave, and today I experimented with how large I could comfortably go in a single position. And I really tested that today because I only made 6 total trades today. But I'm considering that as 2 trades because they were pyramid stacks. So to me, a pyramid stack is a single trade. And the first one I ended up exiting out very quickly because I noticed that the trend had reversed on me again and it started going downwards. It didn't continue with the upward trend, so I got out and I only lost 50 cents on the first trade. The second trade, I had the same amount of money invested in it. I had $750 invested in both of these positions. And the second trade that I did was a single pyramid stack on this stock here, which was AUVI. Again, I got in here, I sold here. If I would have just hung on and then sold on this candle here, then I could have walked away with $200 profits for the day. So this is just what I'm talking about, refining my points, but I had no way of telling that was going to reverse. There was no way for me to tell that was going to reverse. But the funny thing is it's still going up. I still think that I'm done for the day, but I've learned a lot already and I'm trying to process. So something that's important for me is I need time to be able to process what I did throughout the day so that when I come back the next day, whatever I learn is processed and I can take that into account for the day that I trade after that. So I am done trading for the day, and I just wanted to add this to the video because I thought that was really interesting, that if I would have just stuck around for maybe another 20 minutes or so, I could have walked away with $100. So the length of time that I'm holding these is becoming longer, and the amount of shares that I'm holding is not necessarily the amount of shares, but just the dollar amount per trade is increasing, as well as how long I'm holding them. And that's how I'm going to start showing some actual profits. So now I think I have all of the pieces that I need to move forward and start making profits. And I did a little calculation and kind of guessed that I thought that it would take me about 4 months to get to this point, when in all reality it's only taken me about a week or two of just really kind of focused, dedicated studying and figuring stuff out. So I'm really happy with everything that I've done. Really happy with the layouts, really happy with my strategy, my approach, my risk management. My emotions are in check now. So I think that I have everything that I need to start winning. And we'll put that to the test for the rest of this week. Today's only Tuesday, so I'm going to leave on that note.